the campaign. Now, I'm sure you all know that the opponents that evening will be Manchester United, but what you might not know is that the box office have a limited number of tickets that are still available on general sale. The remaining West Upper seats are now sold out, but if you're quick, you can still purchase West Lower and Executive seats. There is, of course, a limit of 4 tickets per person. The number for the box office is, as always, 020 7386 7799. That's 0207 386 7799. Well, now to a man who himself is no stranger to entertaining a crowd. Musician Paul Hardcastle had a huge hit in the 80s with 19, but the real number one in his life will always be Chelsea.
I was born in Victoria, which is about three miles away from Chelsea's football ground. So all my friends were Chelsea supporters, and I basically started going with them back in, I think it was '69. So I've been one for, wow, 33 years, is it? Something like that, if my maths are any good. I've got a season ticket. I was moving around places a few years back in the music business, so I didn't get as much chance, you know, to sort of come. But when I get a chance to get down there, I do. I mean, obviously, I got involved with Chelsea TV, sort of doing music on their programmes and stuff like that. So I've been more than just a supporter, you know. I've been sort of involved in that side. I think Graeme Le Saux is still our best winger. You know, I think he's one of the older sort of people, but wow, what a fit guy, and what a way he looks after himself. And yeah, he gets a bit hot-headed, but you know, when he goes down that wing, and there's always something usually going to happen with him. So, you know, he's been one of our. I'm glad we got him back actually, our Soxy. Graeme does get wound up a bit and stuff, and he does bite now and again. I think we all do. I think we all would. You know, if someone said to me my record was rubbish, I might sort of like say to them, well, I suppose they've got their own opinions, you know, but it's the way people say it. If they say, well, I don't think you're a very good player, then fair enough. But if they start calling you names or insulting your family, then that's a bit of a different sort of thing. So, but I take my hat off to Soxy. I think he's been great for us. He's 150% commitment, that guy. I really am into John Terry and Gallas as backs. I think Lampard I mean, I've never seen a guy play so good against West Ham. You know, I mean, he's gonna come good, definitely, Lampard. I am slightly worried about people like Zenden and Gronk, because I think their confidence is low a lot of the time. And maybe that's what Ranieri needs to do, is to get their confidence up a lot. Jimmy, obviously, you know, he's just a man that he'll be moaning 1 second and then firing like a fantastic shot in the next. So I think there needs to be some more unity. On paper, we have got a team as good as anyone. You know, I went up to Manchester last year when we won 3-0, and I came back on top of the world. And then the last game against Aston Villa, I went away on the bottom of the world. You know, we really are. If he could instill some sort of consistency and some belief that we can do it. That year when we came third, we almost did it then, you know, and we could have been in the Champions League this year. We overtook Newcastle and stuff. I think what happens is we just get somewhere and then we think, oh yeah, we're right now, and then we're not, you know. And that's down to the manager. I think we've got the players. There's enough skill and talent there to sort of take on anyone, and we've done it, you know. We've beaten big teams before. I know Ranieri's obviously been sort of like, you know, working with his team very hard. Now, if he's got the confidence up, maybe we don't need new players. I'd have liked to have seen a couple of people spare for midfield that can score goals. I think Frank needs to sort of like get forward a bit more, because he was doing it at West Ham. I don't think we should only rely on Jimmy and Ida, although their goal scoring record was great. It would be nice to have, you know, people like when Di Matteo used to come up and score, or Gus. You know, Gus one year was second highest goal scorer. He got 18 and Flo got 19. Someone like Poyet again that could whack them goals in. That was the year I think we finished third when Gus scored that many goals. So realistically, if we get in the top 5, I'll be very happy. But then I could be totally wrong. He maybe Ranieri has maybe really wound them all up so much as if to say, like, either get yourself together or go. And if he does that, then people then tend to knuckle down a bit, and we could maybe finish in the top 3. You know, with Chelsea, it's the roller coaster ride, I'm afraid, everyone. It's true. And that's what's being a Chelsea supporter is all about. You never know what's going to happen. So although we haven't bought many people at the moment, you know, the team could all of a sudden say, right, OK, we're sick of people saying what Chelsea team's going to turn up. We'll show you this year. Please do it. You know, I'd love to be wrong, and I'd love to see us be in the top 3.
Now to something that will be music to your ears, this week's competition. The prize on offer to one lucky winner is £50 worth of vouchers to spend in the Chelsea Megastore, as well as a copy of the latest end-of-season video. To be in with a chance of winning, then this is the question you'll need to answer. Who is the only Chelsea player to get his name on the score sheet in both of the pre-season matches at Oxford and Portsmouth?